Okay.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear Tiffany and Annie?
Righty.
Hi.
What are you guys
Hey.
doing?
Okay, how are you?
Let me pull up the chat real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yes, Red Lotus, the 16-month-old we are. Now, the 7-month-old, they're feeding her, baby food that she'll eat, like, they're also feeding her, like, mashed potatoes,
Coffee Cat has a grandbaby just the same age as yours about it, I think.
I want a grandbaby so much.
Yeah,
Couple
me too.
years, probably.
I just want a baby.
I know I want a baby.
No, I took a lot. It has, I'm not mad at you, though. I'm not mad.
Love your Red Lotus.
I
Thanks.
promise you, I'm not mad at you, people that don't have interest anymore, I'm not mad at you. It has nothing to do with that,
I missed the beginning, Heidi.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about how there are things that are accepted in this community and things that are not. And, the ones who are so accepting to certain behaviors and
Right.
those are the ones that have, they say they don't accept, they don't support, they don't pay signs, but these same very people are sitting in chats and are, they're supporting it.
I have to be honest. I've been like really shocked by the amount of people that I've not had a good rapport with who have spoken up and out against some of the things that have been happening. And then people that I thought would always be there who are covering things up and making excuses, who aren't being truthful. And they say it's always the people you least expect to be there, and I feel like that's very true in a lot of regards. And I appreciate even people that I haven't had good dealings with, who are honest enough to say that they don't support it. And it does mean a lot to me. It's been a learning experience for sure, very eye-opening to say the least.
Yeah.
And it's been hard, but it's also humbling in a way because you get to see things from an outside perspective. Like I feel like when you're not on good terms with somebody, but they're strong enough to speak out against something that they see happening, it's like it shakes you awake,
Yeah.
So
But those that aren't there, Tiff,
what'd you say, Nanny?
I know it hurts a little bit, but like I was one of those people at one time too. Like I wasn't there for people because I thought it was more important to go this way than to go right than to go left. So you see a lot more now than you did even probably 6 months ago, right?
Oh yeah.
People, the people that you want around you will get there if they're not there yet.
Well, the way that I see it is though, like I'm probably a difficult person in this respect where when I see somebody's true colors, I completely just walk away. I don't fight for, somebody to be there or be my friend. I don't want people around me who aren't real with me. And it's not really about like anybody like coming around or coming to their senses or realizing anything. If they don't know who I am by now, like, yeah, I know I'm not perfect and I've made a lot of mistakes, but if they don't know like my character and who I am, then I don't want them to be around me.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does. But it kind of hurts, right? When you think somebody's going to be there.
It did hurt at first. Yeah. I say like I had a rough couple days when everything first happened. Like when you have a channel, I didn't choose to use mine. Like I didn't choose to utilize my channel to speak about it because I felt like I wanted to have privacy for the whole situation. Obviously I spoke on what happened that morning, and then this is actually the first time that I've even spoken about it. So that day I said that I wasn't going to discuss it again, and I really meant that. I really, really meant that. I was so serious when I ended my live stream, and then I took off and I disappeared into an abyss for a while. And I didn't want
I will be back.
I didn't want to like talk about it. I didn't want to be public about it because I wanted to give people privacy. And when you end a friendship, it's not something you want on display, or you want to be out there for everybody to see and pick apart. And then you have people that make assumptions, and then people that are trolling or lying, and then people run with things, and then you know how the chain reaction goes. So that's why I wasn't around, because I wanted to limit rumors and I wanted to limit chatter, and I didn't want the same thing we see happening here with other people to go on within my friendship falling apart. So in doing that, I thought I would be kind of like keeping things intact, but that's not what happened, because there was one specific person that just couldn't stop. They had to keep going live, discussing me nonstop, making it sound like there was more to the story that people didn't know. And I kept saying, put it out there. Whatever people don't know, put it out there. Don't make it sound like there's something going on that isn't, because that annoys me more than anything. I'd rather just show it. If you're going to say something's there, then just show it. But that's not what happened. It's just like all these little innuendos and all of these dead end kind of blanket statements where people could really draw any conclusion that they wanted from them. And I feel like that's worse. Just don't say anything at all. There's no reason to say there's more to the story. There's always more to the story, obviously. There's always going to be more to the story. But to make it sound like, oh, there's things you know, there's this, there's that. Well, tell everybody what it is. And when I said that, the response that I got was, no, I would never do that. But then, September 15th, Laura put out text messages from our group chat, and she opened up the door for our private messages to be shared. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like I kind of expected that, but I would never deny what I said to her. I said what I said, and I wasn't going to lie about that. And I think that for some reason, she was under the assumption that I wasn't going to be truthful with the fact that I told her off. I still feel the same way I did that day. So there's no hiding that.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was trouble. There was trouble for a little over a month because I was challenging certain things and I was asking, questions that she didn't want to answer. And I knew even that she wasn't being truthful with me. So yeah, was I difficult with her? Yeah, I was. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not going to sit here and say that I made it easy for her because there were things that were going on that I wasn't really down with and I wasn't really cool with. And a lot of people don't know that I actually make things better for her. And I had a StreamYard call with Randy and Diane. I want to say it was 3 or 4 days before she put out the suicide DMs on Twitter. Or she tweeted. She didn't put them in DMs. She tweeted out the terrible things that she had said about Randy's mom. And just several days prior, they were asking, well, how do we make this better? How do we fix this? And I was like, well, she's probably going to need to see some effort on your part. And I think that in order to make things better, you're going to have to show her that you want to make things better. And that's key, like first and foremost before anything. But by no means was I trying to make things difficult for her. So there I was, like, trying to make things better for her, trying to keep an open line of communication. And at that point, I had agreed with Diane and Randy that I wouldn't be involved in any streams that involved any negative discussion about them. And I meant that. So for several days, I did stay away from places they were being discussed. And then that's when Laura put out the tweets about Randy's mom. But that was something I knew she was going to do, or she told us she wanted to do. And I said, don't do it. Don't go that low. You don't want to hit on something like that. That's not something you throw in someone's face. It's just not. I thought it was disgusting when she told us what she wanted to say. And I'm only going to speak on myself. I'm not even going to get into anybody else and what they said because it's not my place.
But wait, Tiff, let me ask you real quick, because I know, and I can answer this for you if you like, but I know that this is what people are thinking right now. Well, look what you said to Randy about her mother and walking her to hell. What do you think?
Yeah. So, I don't know what the timeline was on that. I have to go back and look. I don't know how many days were in between, but I want to say it was probably a couple weeks. I might be wrong though. It may have been less. So when I had said that to Randy, that was after she had come up on my panel and outed in front of everybody my medical condition, started reading off the records that came from the state website where I had gone before the state house because I was trying to help get a rare disease committee formed. Somehow she came across that and was discussing it while she was on my live. And she also had done several live streams discussing my medical condition. And so hadn't Diane. So yeah, my privacy was invaded. And I told her that her mom could walk her to hell because I was being accused of actually saying the things that Laura said and being accused of supporting what Laura said when I didn't support what Laura said. But I do have to take responsibility for the fact that I was there and I was present after she did what she did. And I can see that as disrespectful. So for that, I do know, and I am aware that it was probably hurtful, but I didn't support telling her, I don't want to really repeat what Laura said to her.
Well,
but,
it was more ridiculous Randy than her mother.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't trying to speak derogatory about her mother. I that's the way I felt about Randy. To say someone's going to hell while being accused of supporting what was said. I would have never brought up Randy's mom if I hadn't been accused of doing that, So I didn't even know the situation with her mom until all that had gone on. That's not something I was even privy to or even knew about. So in that regard, I said what I said.
Yeah, no,
but it wasn't anything in comparison.
It had to be so much different than it was. So, and I knew people would say that. So I just wanted you to once again answer.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have discussed what I said. I said your mom must be shining down on you from heaven, and then I told her that she could walk her to hell. So was it wrong for me to say that? Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want somebody to say that to me. But was it anywhere near as disgusting as what Laura said to her? Not by a long shot. So, there's no making excuses for my actions, but I'm also not Laura, and I would never, ever do or say what Laura did. So,
I don't get this whole thing with Laura while she's trying to make you look like such the shitty friend, because I don't see that. I don't see how you were.
Well, I can be 100% honest with you. I don't think that I'm a shitty friend. I do not think that Laura was ever my friend. I knew to keep Laura at a distance. I feel like the friendship that I had with Laura was far different from the other friendship that I had. And I think she was very bothered by that. And I think that the day when I went live and said it's a wrap, she was shocked by it, or it bothered her that I spoke out that way. I think it was a blow to her ego. And I think that it was really insulting to her that I didn't care to walk away from her.
I agree.
So I get it. Like, I get where she'd be insulted. Yeah. And I get where she would feel,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she felt embarrassed that it wasn't a hard decision for me. But
I can't
what she's done since. She's been live every single live stream she's done. She's brought me up. There hasn't been a single one except last night that she hasn't discussed me or put some kind of question surrounding my name.
Yeah. But it's just dirty. Listen, I also want to do this though, Tiffany, because I know you get this too. Like, Laura has every right to feel upset. Laura has every right to be hurt, right?
Sure, she wants to be.
The problem here. Why is it being talked about every day?
I don't know. I guess only she can answer that question.
I know.
I don't know why she's talking about it every day. I've been asking myself that for a month.
The only chat that I know that you went into was Corey's, and I would see you sometimes in there, but I wouldn't see you the whole time. But man, I sure know what you said from other chats.
I stayed out of all chats for 3 weeks, and the first one I went into, the second she saw me, it was like she hit the roof. She does not want me on YouTube. There's no doubt about it. And
Well,
Corey,
a lot of people do though. I hope you know that.
yeah, no, I've actually, I've received a lot of support and I've been shown a lot of love. Honestly, I really have, more than I thought that I would. So
Yeah, there were some people that surprised me too.
Yeah.
In a good way.
yeah,
Same here.
absolutely. What was this twisted person talking about? A picture?
Yeah, I don't know. I probably knew them.
I don't know what they're talking about.
What picture?
I
I
don't
just
know.
acknowledge it because it's like,
I saw that. I was like, is that your friend? I was like, I don't know.
this does DX 187. I've never seen you around, so I'll delete the troll account, so account, whatever you want to call it. How about you do this? Go out with that name and come back in under your original YouTube name. Can you do that?
What does that say? Twits Dicks?
I've never seen that name. Never.
Twits T Dicks?
I don't know. It's very well to me. I agree with all.
I can't say that.
Are they talking about the picture on the community post? If you know, it could be that.
I don't know. What was their original comment? Let me look. Hold on. It just
screenshot.
replied. I didn't know what they meant. Hold on. Oh, I don't think I can see it anymore. I'm not sure. Oh, and the picture on my community post.
But that's the thing. That's the thing that gets me. These people make sock accounts to come in and call out somebody.
I know.
Just shut up. Come in under your actual name. You want to call somebody out, you want to ask a question like that, just come in under your original YouTube name.
Or I love what is this? Really?
Well, I also think a lot of people don't feel safe enough or comfortable enough to chat right now.
I know. And
There's a lot of people that want to.
Yeah, that's true too. But this person came in to basically call you out. So why not do it under your original name? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a sec. Sorry, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. That's why I didn't see it. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, unblock that person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know who it was. Now I do.
Oh my God, we're guilty.
Shit.
That's the person?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, they're not hidden.
Well, I still don't know who you are, but I jumped the gun. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm ready for the picture.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Sorry, Twisted.
So
Come on, you had to tell the person. It's a terrible name.
I thought that person was calling you out.
I thought they were saying something about your boobs.
yeah, I'll have dudes floating around here next.
I'm so sorry.
I'll find a dude photo of me or videos. Who knows?
And then they said, I'll get you the picture. I was like, oh my God.
She says, Tiffany, can you address the pics? I'm asking if you can block the name.
I don't think I can.
Twisted.
What'd you say? I don't think that I can edit a community post photo. I can try for sure. That's not a problem. I don't know if you can do that. Can you edit a community post photo?
Well, you probably
you're asking the wrong one. I have no idea. I mean, I would think probably the only way to do it is like take it down and edit it that way and then repost it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't know, because I think I've done it before. When you post a picture to your community tab,
Well, I think I should probably make that
your option. I'm looking. You have the option like to go in. Let me get into the picture like this one.
Smokey, I'll make you one with me. You want to be with somebody awesome? I'll put your head next to mine.
Like you can. Oh God!
No, I will.
I can't remember how I done it. But like when I posted a picture, I can go back. I don't have to take out the wording that went with the picture, but I was able to remove the picture. And because I've done it before, I've accidentally uploaded one. It wasn't supposed to be that one, and then I was able to delete it, but not the wording that went with it.
Well, my thing is, and this is what I don't understand. This wasn't something I just decided to do. I went into Laura's. When was it? 2 nights ago. She was on her Perplex Reacts channel, and she had been discussing me now with it's been a month, right? So I said, every time you say my name, I'm going to start dropping screenshots on you. And she said, go ahead. Like, she had no problem with this. None at all. Laughed at it. It was a joke to her. But now today, all of a sudden, it's not a joke anymore. And I think that, and I'm just going to speak on my thoughts on this. I don't think that Laura is worried about anybody. I think she's worried about herself. I think that it's not about that for her. It's about the way people see her. I think that Laura is a very selfish person. It's all fun and games until Laura is affected in some kind of way. But Laura didn't take anything into consideration at all when I said I was going to start dropping screenshots, because when she started showing my messages, it was totally fine, right? That I don't understand. And if she didn't want me to drop screenshots on her, then why didn't she just stop talking about me so that we can all move on? See, Laura likes to make it seem like to other people, like I'm the one that doesn't want to move on. I'm the only one that stayed quiet about all this for 3 weeks. While she sat on live streams, live after live, on other people's panels. I mean, even as far as going up on Hello Starlight, she's up there at 5 o'clock in the morning talking about me. I'm waking up, getting ready for the day, and I'm listening to her. They haven't even gone to bed, and she's discussing me. It's like the sickest shit I've ever fucking dealt with Laura. It's nonstop. She's been smearing me for a month. And 3 weeks out of that month, I said nothing. And
all these people are so mad about this. Oh my God, she's gonna show personal messages now. Was anybody mad at her for showing your messages? I didn't watch her, so I didn't even know she did that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
so
were people
outraged
that she was showing personal messages, or was it like let me know what was said in your personal messages? No, nobody gave a shit. Everybody wanted to see what Tiffany Marie had to say. Why?
Right.
It was a personal message. Why did she even show those? Why?
Yeah, here's how I look at the personal message.
Because she wants to paint them
people in an uproar about private messages. And I'm sure there are people here from that text message with what you do. But I'm sure there's a lot of people in the community who has shared messages at some point in time with another person. Look, it doesn't matter when it comes to sharing. If you screenshot it and you send it to another person, that's sharing. That's how I look at it. You know, sharing is sharing, right?
Right.
All right. Well, so this lady, is this a work picture?
That's what she says, but I've seen her in Laura's chat for 2 years, not all the time, but intermittently she's come in. So I don't know how Laura can say that this woman isn't on YouTube, and where did that picture come from? It's a StreamYard photo. It's an avatar.
The YouTube name is starts with a V.
No, the YouTube name is Sandy, just like the same exact way, except it doesn't have the princess in front of it.
Why does it have those LB initials or whatever?
I have no clue. I don't know what that means at all. You are hurting on an innocent woman doing this. It is not going to hurt Laura. It's going to hurt that woman.
But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
I don't
You
know
know, Laura, what you said about Tiffany today also can put her in danger. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
It goes both ways. You know,
Yeah, but I mean, like then you're doing this or that, right? Tit for tat. That's what we're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But Laura was fine with the fact that I was going to drop screenshots on her 2 nights ago and told me go ahead. So when I finally do it, now she's mad. I told her, stop discussing me. The next time you say my name, I'm dropping screenshots on you. And then I do it, and then she has a problem with it. But when I said I was going to, it was a joke. So this is what I'm saying.
In reality, you can't be outraged by one thing because of what one particular person done, but you turned around and did the same thing with your situation. A lot of people don't know about that situation. And, you know, the seed was planted for these freaking haters. So now what? I mean.
Oh, Corey asked for a link.
Oh, I dropped my link.
Yeah,
So
so
all I know is about you is that you've always been kind to me. You've never gotten mad at me because I was in any chat of a person that you didn't like or thinking in mind. Like I don't know. Sometimes I see things that make me want to be a better person because you were so kind. And I just don't understand this. I mean, I don't know. I know that there's one person that you really don't get along with that I think is very angry with you for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't want to know why, because that's your business. You know what I mean? All I judge you on is the way that.
Listen, I just woke up on a Saturday morning and Laura was saying she was done with me, this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, okay, be done. It's all still up there. My last stream is up. It's there for everybody to see. I did not talk about her anywhere. In fact, I took my email off my page because too many people were emailing me and asking me questions, and I didn't want to talk about it with anybody because I didn't want what's happened now, to happen. But I couldn't avoid that, and I tried to. But Laura didn't want it to be avoided. She wanted this to be a shit show, and that's the fact of the matter. And that's my opinion.
You and I talked.
And Tiffany, what follows behind that, and Honeyberg, I know you're in here, and it's nothing towards you or anything. I'm just saying, when a particular person hates on another person, you have that person's haters joining in and just egging it on, making it much worse. I mean, it's a nonstop cycle.
She was one of the people that's telling people in chats that there's more to the story. I mean, how do you know? Are you going to sit there and write that in a chat when you literally have no idea what was done to me, Hummingbird? You know that you probably will go through what I'm going through right now at some point because everybody does. Just saying.
But this is my point, Tiffany. This is my point. You and I talk on a regular basis. Every time I talk to you, I trust you a little bit more, whatever. The thing is, I had no idea about any of it until Laura got on that panel, on TNT's panel, and said it. And that to me, that alone, I don't care what it's about. Listen, Laura will tell you they talked 100 times a day, or they used to talk all the time, and they were in a chat. So you're going to tell me that you can't talk to that person before you go live and say it on a panel. That's my
She didn't want to.
And that's where it begins and ends for me. Because I don't want to know what you guys said to each other. To me, the act alone of she couldn't talk to you before she went on TNT's live, tell other people what's going on. It's the same exact thing with the lady. And I just, if you're somebody's friend, don't you tell them first that you're pissed off? Or do you go on a live and say it? You know what I mean?
It wouldn't have been handled on live if it had to do with me. That shit would have been done in private. Laura
I was on the phone with you. And I heard you. I heard how upset you were. You didn't understand. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I believe you. 100%.
I mean, I was on that call too, and I heard how hurt she was. Of course, I heard it.
I know you did. Like,
hearing her voice.
That was hard. I'm sorry. And I don't know. And so I was so terrible. Why? Because I wanted to stand beside you with it because I knew that hurt. And then I thought, if I could see that, why couldn't I see the other people that were hurt that were telling me that? And I got really upset with myself. I just mean that there is more. Hummingbird's right. There's a lot more to the story, but we don't need to know it. It's not our business.
Well, at this point, it's going to have to be told because I'm not one for lies, and I'm not one. I mean, you can only push me for so long and so hard and so far before I am going to open up to everybody and explain from jump what happened so that everybody does understand.
Hummingbird, we're not cutting you off.
Corey, hey, girl.
Hey. No, I mean, I haven't cut her off out. I mean, here's the thing too. There's people that they complain about troll accounts. People's made troll accounts of their friends. Yada yada yada. There's chats that's full of troll accounts that the troll accounts, they're going real life. It's this whole situation. Look, if you don't stand for something, don't stand for it.
But listen, look at right here. Hummingbird and UC Boss. They both feel like maybe like they're not welcome here, whatever, because you're fighting. Somebody's fighting with Laura. That's terrible. We should be focusing on these people that care.
I chose not to speak in private with anybody who has any kind of connection to Laura, and that was a decision I made for myself and a boundary that I set for myself that I felt was very much necessary, and it wasn't personal with Hummingbird. And Hummingbird did reach out to me, and she did try to talk to me, but I did not respond, and that was just strictly to keep myself protected. So I do want to make that clear.
Yeah. Oh, Hummingbird.
Corey, what are you doing, girl?
Hey, Corey.
Hey, I'm just chilling, listening.
Just chilling. Corey's been an amazing friend to me. She's always been good to me, but especially good to me. And
I can truly say this, and no, it's not white knighting, but Tiffany and Chainsaw are two incredible strong women. They are. Nanny, yes,
Remember Lotus and Jules. I mean, there's been, I know who my friends are. There's some of like the day ones that have reached out to me who have been around for 2 years. And then, you know, some newer friends that I meet along the way. But I'd rather seriously know who my friends are than be fooled or used for whatever somebody wants to use you for on this platform.
You know, when a group of friends break, it hurts. It hurts that entire group of friends. It does. And
I agree.
And Monkey Bar.
I feel like that's what they're negating. Like that's what they're refusing to understand is that they've hurt like everybody.
Well, and in response to that, I feel also it's not even like they're actually making it sound like I've hurt people because I responded to something that was done to me as if I'm supposed to like lay down and let a fucking bulldozer run me over and just let people continuously lie. And then, you know, certain people, whether they're just being manipulated or they're afraid or they don't know what to do because of whatever reason they might have, they don't want to speak honestly on the situation. Don't turn it around to make it look like I've hurt people. I have not done anything except put screenshots out on Laura after she put screenshots out on me. And I told her, stop discussing me. From now on, every time you say my name, I'll put screenshots out on you. I don't know what else, what else you want to do? Go live every day and fight with her?
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, here's how it's been, and it's been this way, but it doesn't stop with just one creator because then you have live after live. The smear campaign just continues. The smear campaign just continues in other chats. And it's like, it's just a never ending battle. I mean, everyone is fighting and it's like, when the hell is it ever going to end?
I don't think it is, to be honest. I don't see this end.
It's gotten much worse. It's gotten much worse.
Daily fucking situation here. It's never ending. It's live after live, day after day, constant accusations, and I don't have the energy for that.
It's nauseating. I mean, it's just, it's nauseating. You know, yeah, I have the YouTube app on my phone, and there's that. Yeah, I'll get at the top. You know, I'm like, there's days now that I simply do not open my YouTube because it's the same shit day after day.
It is. It's all regurgitated.
Hummingbird, I kind of feel like it was Tiffany that feels that way. And it's not really being validated. Like she explained she didn't want to get people involved in the middle, or feel like they needed to be in the middle, and that's kind of how it was. It just was.
Hummingbird, yes, I have done the same. I said that earlier in my live. I'm guilty of things too. You know, I admit that. And I'm no angel when it comes to it. Yes, I've done it too. But you know,
I don't know. That makes me really sad.
Probably 2 or 3 months. You know, and not just with Tiffany and the Laura situation. Not, you know, but it's just not worse. You know. But I did, yes, I did admit that, you know, I'm not angel.
Well, where do you draw the line? Are you not allowed to walk away? Are you not allowed to set healthy boundaries for yourself and disconnect yourself from abusive people?
Yeah.
Are you not allowed to make decisions?
I have personal boundaries, and I have to have those personal boundaries. When somebody, you know, does things to me, I have those personal, and I have to. I can't surround myself with people who has done things to me personally.
But wait. But Tiffany, how Hummingbird know that that's what you're doing when she just got, to her, you guys just stopped talking. I think Hummingbird does care about you, and I think that you care about Hummingbird.
No, I don't have any personal issues with Hummingbird. It's not like that.
I'm just, you know, it's hard. It's very hard because, yes, I valued my friendships that I had at Patreon. You better believe that. I did. I valued my friendships.
Zero filter Jules, though, nobody did anything to Hummingbird. That's what we're trying to explain. It's Tiffany Marie who was hurt. And now you're trying to make it into Tiffany Marie did something to somebody at all. She didn't do anything to anybody except for not wanting to get on board with whatever Laura was doing.
I just don't communicate with Hummingbird and she cared. That's all.
No, I know, and I get that, Nancy. Like, I understand that, but now they're trying to, like...
I know. They're both good people. This is stupid.
I know.
Hey, Winky Whispers.
Hey, Winky. Well, I mean, what, in all fairness, what did I do to hurt you?
Hummingbird, when did you text me? I'm sorry. I mean,
listen, this is how I see it, okay, though. Hummingbird, say if I'm wrong. But, you know, whatever happened, she messaged you for a week. I absolutely understand, especially because I talked to you right around that time. You needed to cut it out for yourself, for your own mental health.
Hummingbird, you text me back that day?
Well,
I didn't
trust when
really think,
shit on her,
you know, that.
Well, yeah, I could have wanted to say that, but I don't want to fight Hummingbird.
No, I know, but that is what it is. Like,
text
you never really know what's going on when Laura's trying to turn everybody against her for no reason. Like, it was Laura doing that, not Tiffany Marie.
Yeah,
well, not getting that part.
I was going to answer that to Hummingbird, but I don't want to argue with her. I mean, this isn't, you know, she didn't cause it, but yeah, I mean, Hummingbird, what would you like me to text with you while you're listening to Laura shit on me on her panel? And like, you just want me to give you, do you really think I owed you an explanation as to why I wasn't talking to you anymore when you were participating? I'm confused.
And I accepted that. You know,
I only have 2 texts from you. I don't think you had a week-long text. Hold on, let me check. I might have missed, you know, I was going through a lot at the time, so you're not the only one that I didn't answer back. There's actually a lot of people that I ignored throughout all of this because I didn't want to answer the hard questions. There's only 4 people that I even answered. So I got a text from you on August 29th, and then August 30th, and then August 31st. So 3 days you texted me, and you should be able to see that. You didn't text me for a week straight. Why would I apologize and tell you that I had to make healthy boundaries for myself? Didn't you know? Or no?
I didn't see her. I didn't see that she said she wanted to.
And I actually want to address this because because Laura's in here telling Hummingbird she's being gaslit.
Laura, why didn't you come in with your name? Why, I mean, why can't I say before BFF now?
Oh, wait, I want to point this out.
Your account's not locked to it. I mean, just come in under your
Where's Laura?
She just said, listen to what she just said to Hummingbird. Listen how disrespectful this really is, though. Hummingbird, please, in all capital letters, stop. You are being gaslit by a phony fuck who posted an innocent woman. She is, in all caps, playing all of you. Get the fuck out of here and stop embarrassing yourself. Please, I'm begging you. Hummingbird, I think making and setting healthy boundaries for yourself starts right there with that comment that was just written in the chat at you. And because I actually do for people, I want you to recognize that as abusive, because it is.
Yeah, this is just more deflection away from how you really feel.
Tiffany Marie has never said one cross word about you. She has never spoken bad of you.
No, nobody. That's what's getting on my nerves, and I'm not as nice as these ladies.
I don't see that at all. Laura's in the chat right here now.
Myself and Nanny was also reaching out to Tiffany Marie to make sure she was okay. I mean, she went dark. It happens, you know,
because she didn't want to cause anything.
Mm-hmm.
Laura's gaslit and manipulated this whole entire community. But you know what, Laura? You don't scare me at all. Not in the least. You just keep showing your ass, Laura.
She said that?
I'm telling her.
No, yeah, but you read
she shows herself more and more. Yeah, she came in as Ash's BFF or whatever.
Oh, wow, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's Laura. Ash's BFF. I didn't either. I must be blocked.
I knew the type of situation that I would be walking into with Laura. So you can't really understand, unless it's happening to you, how you would react to it. And I'm just being myself here. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, this is the first time I've spoken about this, and Hummingbird has every right to have feelings about this. And so don't all the subs, and so don't all the creators, right? Everybody's allowed to have an opinion, but I feel like anytime somebody does have an opinion or speaks in a different, or has different ideas or opinions about the situation that differ from, we'll just say, a certain creator, there has to be a full-blown shit show about it. Instead of just saying, like, you know what, everyone has a right to an opinion, because that's what I did for 3 weeks. You know, I think it's disgusting too that I've been trolled by Laura for what?
Exactly, my time is now.
How many weeks? I don't even know, because I got it like that. Left so many disgusting comments in chats towards me, and then last night she outed herself as this troll account. And I even called her out on being her, right, in Corey's chat. And meanwhile, she's accusing me of being every troll she sees, accusing anybody associated with me as being all these trolls. But really, she's the one trolling Minnie and me and everybody else.
Yeah, and I proved that. So I wasn't saying disgusting things about Laura. I proved that she was lying. I don't do that.
Corey last night. Last night, she accused Corey of being an account. Corey wasn't even awake. Jesus. And I recorded the whole thing.
Yeah, and she also said, you're probably the one doxing her today. Stop. Nobody's holding her accountable to say, where's this proof? Why are you just saying this?
That's what I was just going to say. I taped that. It's staying on my channel until people hold Laura accountable for what she's done. She can't just say, oh, I put that out there, but you don't get to put it out there. It's not going to work that way anymore, Laura. So keep fucking doing the shit that you do, and it's going to be put out there, and you're going to take responsibility for your own fucking actions, your own fucking words, and every fucking thing you do. Sorry for swearing, Heidi. I apologize.
You're so cute.
I forget.
It's gross. It all needs to stop. It really does. It all needs to stop. But you know what? It won't ever stop. Laura's threatening to go real life, telling me I need to be beat again. She wants to contact my ex to interview him, that she understands why he would beat me. You know what, Laura? You make a fool of yourself all on your own. Nobody needs to do it for you. No one needs to troll you to make you look fucking stupid. No one. You do that shit all on your own. You show your own ass every time.
Does my time is now work with Laura too? Because Laura's got a whole bunch of coworkers here.
That was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Just wondering, I kind of now you
another thing, peace is taken lightly in this community. You know, people, I mean, want peace, but it's not all the way around. It's
no, I think
if you go into a chat and you're caught in that chat, you know, you're accused of, you know, being BFFs with a person. You know, it goes that way, you know, and it's like peace means peace. And I know that not everybody's going to be on board. I know that. That's just not reality here in the YouTube world. But it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like everything that I wish for and want, yes, I know. In reality, that will never happen. But, you know, if people want change, the change starts with themselves. Admit it when you've done things wrong. Take responsibility for what you've done wrong and move on. Don't talk about that person. You know, don't allow people to bash on the person in chats. That's the way I see it.
Like, great. So you set your own example. And like I said, I'm not up here perfect. Like, I've not made mistakes. I've made plenty. I'm not the picture of a perfect YouTube subscriber, creator, whatever. I fucked up. I'm not here to do anything like apologies or anything. This is Heidi's panel. So like, I'm not getting into like all the logistics of everything. I would use my own channel to do that. And a lot of people have been asking me, when are you going live? When are you going live? And somebody said to me tonight, hey, you know, people really want to hear what you have to say. And I think by you not talking, it allows other people to control the narrative. But that's going to happen anyways. Yeah. Listen, I was making a statement by saying, I'm still here. Stop fucking with me. Shut up about me. Okay, you shouldn't have gone live on TNTs and said your bullshit. Number one, I didn't need you asking anybody to lay off me or do anything. I take care of my own shit. I didn't ask you to do that. Don't do that.
All these vicious troll accounts. There's troll accounts going. There's troll accounts are made and it mentions the person and it's something mean. It's terrible. It's I can't remember whose chat I was watching the other day. But Ozzy Vic, there was a troll account from, and it was about addiction. But look, these people don't stand for people going after addiction. Oh, God, that.
I know, Heidi. It's gross. It's gross.
I want to be my time is now is the new best friend.
There's probably
I'm
someone
making
else
that my
people's
time is now BFF
medical
forever
conditions
account.
or the way they look. I mean, it's like,
I still love you, UC boss.
yes.
Oh, you
I
see,
love
boss,
them
listen.
both.
I think it's important for me to say this. I'm not mad or angry with anybody that supports Laura. It's not like that. Like, there's no, I don't know why people have this idea like I'm mad at them. I'm not mad at anybody. Like, they're like Hummingbird, for instance, where I said it wasn't anything personal that what was I going to say? Because I can't
It's
trust,
not.
and this
No,
is to be fair.
no, it's because she didn't know.
I didn't feel like I could trust anybody at that time.
I know.
So any
I'm just saying
answer,
that Hummingbird didn't know. That's all.
right. But I want to say, like, I want her to understand that, and everybody else too, like people that have reached out to me that I haven't answered, who have wanted to know certain things.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that if I'm going to try to avoid conflict and chatter back. And then rumors, or Tiffany said this, or I talked to Tiffany last week and she said this, and then it gets twisted. So I figured the best thing to do would be to shut myself down, not say anything. That way there wouldn't be any room for chaos. And I said I can avoid it all by going dark.
But I'm just saying that she didn't know that.
Well,
I don't think either of you are wrong. I think
if it was selfish of me, then I apologize. And if that makes me a selfish person, then I'm sorry I was selfish to Hummingbird. I mean that. Like, I'm sorry to anybody who feels that I might have been selfish in not responding.
You see,
I had to look out for myself. And I'm sorry to anybody that I hurt in doing that, because it wasn't meant to hurt anybody. But at that time, a month ago, I wasn't, I don't even really want to talk. I was dealing with a lot of things.
I think people will understand it just with what you said, but they didn't know anything before. But now, you know what I mean? I just think people needed to hear that. That's all. I think that anybody can understand that you needed to just shut it all down for a minute. That's okay.
It's
absolutely
times in
okay.
life that you have to just, when things are going on, I mean, you just have to shut, I mean, it's just how we as humans react to a situation. You shut yourself out from those that you have talked to on a daily basis for. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I think people will understand with what you said. That's all they needed to know. That you needed to
Lucky
shut down.
Gambino. It was Laura. Sorry, honey.
What?
I sure hope that Laura lets that woman know that it was Tiffany who put her info into the public. No, the public is also Discord, also Patreon, also that's public. Lucky. So run along. Go talk
Laura
to Laura.
shared that. All right, so that's the last thing.
That's Laura's other coworker.
It'll get posted everywhere. Keep pushing me.
They all work there.
Listen, all right, so I'm going to speak to this. I do not believe, not at all, okay, that, all right, I'm going to explain what I think. This is just what I think.
Yeah.
This is only my opinion on it, on what this person just said. I think today that was the quickest response and the easiest response, because I know what I've seen on YouTube in the last 2 years. And I don't know why I can't find Sandy on YouTube, because she has been here. She's been in Laura's chats. Okay, so I'd like to know how this turned into someone that's a coworker, and now I doxed someone because that was the exact name on YouTube. It was a coworker. No, this, in my opinion, listen, if I'm wrong and I'm just imagining all this, then hey, they're calling me crazy already, so it's not a big deal, right?
Listen, it was
Lucky Gambino. Hang on, just a moment. Lucky Gambino.
Are you threatening that again? See, that's the problem. Is she already threatened today? Keep
I
up
don't
your
know why.
So people
Laura said tonight that if I want to see real life, she's going to show me. You do that,
That's
Laura.
what she said.
You do that. I've never gone
And
real
she
life
has
on
somebody else.
anybody, ever. I did not. Number one, she can't handle the heat. That's all this is. She cannot handle anybody saying her name. She can't handle anybody putting any truth out there, and that's it. So I stayed quiet, though, and the ball was in her court. What she chose to do with that was she tried to smear me and discredit me because I wasn't around and I wasn't speaking. I was nowhere. So that's on you, Laura. You did that. You went on TNTs. You spoke for me, which I don't like people doing for me. I've said that a million times. I don't like it. I can't stand it. I didn't need anybody to ask for them to stop or anything like that. I handle my own shit. Never ask for any of that. And then cover it up with that. You cover it up with that you're done, and that Tiffany's on her own. I'm always on my own. Don't ever mistake that. I walk through life as myself. I don't need anybody. So this shit gets all twisted up. I'm going to remind everybody what happened. And I'm going to make sure I start from the very beginning so nobody ever gets it twisted again. And I'll do that on my own channel, in my own fucking time, because I do have a life, like Laura says, I sit on my ass and live off the state. Keep telling everybody that, Laura. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait a minute. I read that
Here's
picture.
the thing. Going back to that Saturday, I don't even know why TNT was even involved in this, because, I mean, yeah, you had to channel and drop that screenshot of tabletop, but is that why TNT just started coming after you? Is it because of me? Or is it because, you and Laura had a falling out? Because that seems to be the pattern here. When people fall out with someone, their friends go after that particular person they're going after. So, it's like a domino effect.
Everything's a domino effect. Everything ripples through here like wildfire. And that's why I've handled things the way that I have. And if people don't like the way that I've handled it, I can't help that. I can't, people are going to have their own opinion about the way that I've handled things, or the way you handle things, or the way Corey handles things, the way Nenny handles things. You know what? I don't like the way Laura handled this. I don't like the way Leanna handled this. But you know what? I'm not crying about it. I'm not going live, throwing a fucking temper tantrum, or trying to make it appear as something it's not, or it's so extra, and it's not necessary. It can be ugly, it can be ugly if people want it to be ugly, but I don't want it to be ugly.
Do you see Laura in the chat?
No.
People are talking to her. And I blocked
And
wait a minute, that picture that you put up there, I heard that it's from Zoom. Now we've all been on a Zoom call, and that's the picture that comes up at work.
No, Zoom doesn't look like that.
I know.
No, that
That's
picture was a
I was
streamer.
like, what kind of
That's
Zoom
not
do you
Zoom.
have?
That's StreamYard. That's not Zoom. Because Zoom is like a square.
Because I'm getting off and I'm going in the chat.
Thank you, actually, Heidi. Sorry.
No, it's 11:30 and I'm probably gonna fall asleep too. Is that okay?
Yeah, Nanny, get your sleep, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like a really important.
But I'm here for you girls. You know I love all three of you.
Nanny, I care about you too, and I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you a lot.
Okay, but yeah, all right, I'm going in the chat. Corey, love you.
Yeah,
Sweet
yeah,
dreams,
good
girl.
night.
All right, good
Love
night.
you.
Heidi, thank you.
Later.
Bye, bye,
Nanny's
bye.
a doll.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, you guys too. Okay, bye-bye.
She's so cute. But anyhow, I mean, that's all it really takes, like to have like a troll comes in, throws everything off, and then you've got all these people who it's so fucked up. Like the whole dynamic of YouTube, you can't control it. You just gotta go with the flow. Like you gotta roll with it.
I stay confused with YouTube because, like I said, it's another day, another shit show.
Every day. And it's always the same people being fucked with. And then like the flavor of the week, you know? I don't know.
It's like I said earlier in my life. You know, I'm not saying people can't talk about it. No, I'm not even saying.
Right.
Yeah, I understand people's going to talk about other people that they don't like, but you can talk about them without going at low. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. But I understand. You know, everybody gets angry. Everybody says something, and me included. I've said things before in that moment. And
You know,
some people
I
get
can't
away
take it
with
back. All I can do is apologize and move on. You know, you don't see me in chats now. At first, I don't go in chats. You know, and bash on other people. You know, I don't do it just because I don't like that person. I have before, yes, but I don't know.
Perfect.
So much is just confusing to me because I don't.
What are you confused
Like I said, if you don't stand for something, you don't stand for it. Don't be a hypocrite, which you know, and do what you say you don't stand for because it's just a never-ending battle.
Well,
say I no longer stand for anything, and I will do it all. Just so you know, Laura.
Do what, Cora?
Corey,
She sits so low unless she's mad.
she's quiet.
Yeah.
She's always quiet, and she's not what Laura says she is, but that's okay. You know, everyone has to twist the narrative.
Yeah.
It's actually been really nice not to be so fucking stressed out all the time. That's the way I feel. I know that I'd rather not be back in such a high stress setting.
I have watched so much TV lately that I'm actually bored of watching TV. You know, it's like
It gets boring watching. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV.
I downloaded some games on my phone, so that's been keeping me occupied.
You got it. Well, everybody needs to keep themselves occupied with something. You can't always be on YouTube. Like, really, it's not good. It's such a toxic environment, and it's toxic. And the longer you stay in it, the more you see the dysfunction you get, and it's really not good for anybody, no matter who you are. And you get sucked in so fast. I mean, we're all guilty of getting sucked into it so fast. It happens like in an instant, and it's just not good. It's just not a good situation. You got people being threatened. You know, I think it's really fucked up and hypocritical too to be like, I don't even want to get into it all.
Yeah. It's it's like we know things are wrong, but you know, me having my life tonight, no, it's not going to make a difference with in the situation. It's not. I know that. I knew that when I created this live stream.
You have every right to speak, Heidi.
Right.
This is
I'm with Heidi. I've been playing games
wanting
and
to let
watching TV.
everybody know my opinions. You know,
watching any of these women while they're talking about me nonstop. I just keep hearing about it, and now I'm really kind of just mad. So I hope they know that, and I hope they're happy with themselves, right? Because again, this keeps happening to me over and over again. I just defended someone from being attacked for nothing. So
Corey, but you know, if people would stop talking about you, coming after you, would you stop?
yeah,
that's what I thought. You know,
but this has been like going on 2 years, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse and
Yeah.
worse. And now I have no boundaries anymore because nobody ever has with me in the first place. That's the thing.
and I'm sure it's the same situation with Tiffany. You know, and the war situation. You know, if Laura would stop, Tiffany would stop. I mean, that's just how it is. You continue to go after somebody. Of course, you're going to get a reaction. Of course.
Exactly.
When I said the other night that every time she says my name, I'm going to put shit out on her, she's really lucky I don't just open up the whole fucking chat. There's one reason why I haven't. There's only one reason. So that's also wearing very thin at this point. But when she sits there and says all this shit, and I tell her, listen, I haven't said shit to you for 3 weeks, haven't been anywhere, haven't bothered you. If I went back and counted how many times she said my name over the last month, I might as well just put everything out. And you know, it's crazy. I've only put like 3 things out there. Nothing really major until today.
Yeah.
But I've been just for a month and I haven't said a fucking word.
Well, I mean,
you figure out
her situation about putting stuff out is like the situation I was in with another person in this community. They kept on and on and on. And I was like, well, hell with it. You know, I'm going to drop what I have. You know, did I drop everything? No, I haven't. Because, you know, there's things in that text history that doesn't really, you know, it's personal things. It's other boxes of people that.
I'm going to tell you right now. People really just, when Laura tells you there's shit that goes on behind the scenes and you don't know, you really don't know. But I mean, are we going to talk about that or are we going to just shut the fuck up? Like, you decide. I don't know what else to say. Really? I'm not going to be threatened every fucking day. That's not happening. So yeah, I'm going to defend myself, and you bet I'm going to start taking a little bit of control of my own situation. That's for sure. because I'm not a fucking rug and I'm not a doormat. Okay. And I'm
you have to do what is right for you. You know, you have to do, it's you. You just have to do what you have to do. And, you know, you have feelings. Everybody has feelings.
Well, there's a lot of people that have feelings that aren't around and that aren't talking. And those people are staying voiceless. And there's a lot of them, like a lot. A lot of the people are not around at all.
And it's sad. It really is. It's sad.
Yeah, because
It's
they have
incredibly
to
sad.
actually leave in order to, you know, protect their families and stuff. Like the people that really want to just kind of go. You know, they don't bring on more and more and more and more bullshit like some people do.
Mhm.
Right? And then cry victim. Like that's the kind of stuff I never could fathom, and I still just like I can't deal with that. It's like you can do this and say that and say this, and then if somebody does something about it, finally you're the victim. Like no, and then no, just no. It's not.
Please. Does anybody think that Laura is a victim of mine? Like, I'm just asking.
Well, that's
Are you
it.
kidding?
Like, what's her problem? And now she's threatening like everything, disability, asking people to mass flag you. Like has she not done it enough yet to you?
That's
Like,
the only
what is her
real
problem?
life. You know, when you're after
I know,
someone.
like she's no, like no, and anyone who wants to defend her in any way, like no, just stay away from me, seriously. And that's just Tiffany Marie stuff. That's not my stuff. And that's just how I feel today. Maybe tomorrow I'll be like, okay, you know, you're cool and you're cool. Like I bet you like Laura, but like today I'm just like, after all the shit she's been doing for the last few days, if you like are okay with that, I'm just like, not. I'm not.
Well, I feel the same way. And that's why, see, I feel like if you care about your image and you care about your reputation so much,
Right.
why would you have to try this hard? When, I mean, shit, you would think that I had 10,000 subs or 45,000 subs and there was mass amount of people involved in this and I was doing something to smear Laura or anyone else. And that's just not the case. I haven't even been live. I did an upload.
You cut everyone off and you haven't shared anything with me. And I'm like one of the only few people you talk to, and you haven't even shared anything with me. So I don't know what they're so paranoid about, but it's like kind of getting revolting.
Well, it is revolting and it's nauseating.
Yeah.
It's actually really sickening. There was one night that I
how
almost
low they're going, how low they've gone with you, how low they've gone with me, and it's
Well,
just like I'm not going to be like, oh well, I'm sorry, other people got hurt, and that she's
going on with Heidi too. This morning, like it's getting worse, and it's getting worse because more people are thinking for themselves and speaking and just having an opinion, and those people
attacked
are getting they're getting attacked. So, if you can't think for yourself and you can't have your own direction, then that's a pity. You know, I feel bad for people that think that they need, and I get it because I've been there. Like I've been there. I know what it feels like to feel like full on drama. Are you kidding me? I can't with full on drama.
What are they doing now?
I don't know. They're just so hypocritical. I can't with them like at all because I don't even want to entertain it.
That
But
person is just a troll, and that's it. That's all they're doing here is trolling.
going into diversion with pickier because if I think about some certain things, like I want to say shit, but I can't say anything or I don't want to, and it just kind of like makes me laugh because there's a lot of people that look straight up foolish, you know. Laura is not Tiffany threatening you. Shake my head.
Is Laura in here? I don't see her.
Is not Tiffany threatening you?
It's not
What?
Tiffany threatening you. I don't know. I think Laura's going off somewhere else right now. So
I'm sure she is. Have I threatened her? I
No,
better go
she's
back and
threatened
look.
you.
Oh, it's Laura's live again.
Yeah,
Of course,
third
she
time
makes views and money.
She can't handle this. She cannot handle this at all. I don't know what she's going to do when I go live. I don't know what she's going to do when I
Laura,
actually.
keep my name out of your mouth. My name out of your mouth, Laura. You're not on my level, Laura.
Tiffany Marie, you see Ozzy's comment. She says, "I'm making you think of things." Tiffany Marie.
Ozzy Vic, my mind's all over the place sometimes.
Oh look, we get 3 eggplants. Wow.
One
One for each of us. Actually, I like eggplants. I do. Thank you for the eggplants, though. Remy's troll.
I do fried
Block
eggplant.
me. I didn't get to see my eggplant.
Jules.
I'm so sad.
They can take those 3 eggplants and shove them where the sun don't shine. Oh, looky, we have the Holy Ghost up in here. Praise
Yeah.
the Lord.
So,
Shall we pray?
listen,
The Holy Ghost, can you please change these people? Please stop making them be so mean, vicious, and cruel.
we all need Jesus around these parts.
So it's kind of true.
Well, I'm bullshit. How do you know when the last time anybody got laid was? You don't know what I do in my life, do you? I don't think you do. But I mean,
Well, my bullshit says we all need to get laid. My husband's sitting right here.
I can't even see full on bullshit. See, this is why I don't like people getting blocked.
Why do we need to get laid for bullshit? You're weird for even coming in here saying that. You creeper.
who is
These people, you can't help but to laugh. The shit they come in here and say is like, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
Hinky.
I'm not going to bed bothered, so I
Cranky
mean,
old bats. We're cranky old roll bats now. We're cranky old bats.
call me cranky if you want, but I'm not cranky at all.
I'm cranky, but I'm a hate,
not
not a
cranky
bat.
at all either.
Holly's a bat.
I haven't been cranky.
I was
Cranky old
cranky
bat
earlier.
was picking up
But
the
that
tail.
happens
I
because I
got the cranky old shriveled up crew.
I'm always cranky, but also find humor in everything. So I don't know.
well,
I'll
I
go
was
that way.
irritated earlier, but now like after I'm pissed off for a little bit, I'll laugh a lot. Like I get over it, you know what I mean? And then like I kind of come down from it, and pretty much anything will like make me laugh. But
71, the war was almost done.
what'd you say?
Oh, I was reading Rev.
The year was
Oh,
70.
sorry.
The war was almost done. She's worried, but instead of playing it cool, she digs herself deeper. Right? Go on. I'm not even listening.
You're a troll. you know, be a funny troll. You don't have to be a mean troll.
Honestly, I agree. I agree, Heidi.
I'm putting these trolls on
See,
Saturday.
I just like to trick
They're going
people
to
so that
get
they go
cold.
off like Laura does.
Wait,
But if
hold
I
on.
get out, get some right out in front.
The title of her live is "Please Do Not Be Fooled by a Fraud," and then the thumbnail is "Worst pain is getting played by a person you lowered your standards for." She's doing the sympathy thing. This is crazy. It's crazy. I can't. Like, I don't know what to say about it. It's actually really fucked up.
What is it a whole lot of? Well, I put that was private.
You're stupid.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
You're stupid. Have you went to other doctors in this community? And called
It's
an
Fod
option?
trolling,
Come on.
trying to get some kind of reaction because Fod gets off on his reactions. See,
If somebody's hurt, though, listen, I'm gonna just like we're gonna talk about some logical thinking here for just a minute. If somebody's hurt, they don't try to destroy somebody else's image by smearing them to mass groups of people.
hey Corey Gross, why don't you go write 85 pages about me on fucking Gab?
Old cranky woman.
Bell Gab.
I don't give a fuck. Laura can say whatever. She's a victim of me now or whatever. If she's a victim, she needs to prove why she's a victim. And if she needs to,
If she wants to be a victim, she can keep going. I don't play like Diane and fucking Wendy, Laura.
I'm busy taking screenshots. I'm still here.
hold on, I need water.
Look at this. Look at this dummy. Baby toes should be illegal. What? So you're saying baby toes? No baby should have toes? You're stupid.
Yeah, they're disgusting. Like they live to be disgusting.
Yeah, they're dumb. They're so,
Their parents
they
must
want
be
me to
so
read
proud.
badly about the baby toes because it's referring to my granddaughter, but I'm not. My granddaughter has the cutest, adorable baby toes. I mean, they're absolutely adorable.
Aw.
So come harder. Come on now. You got anything else you want to come with?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump down, Heidi, but thanks for letting me out.
Did you hear, Heidi?
Did you hear
What?
Heidi?
What?
Thanks for having me, but I'm gonna jump down.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Yeah, thank you so much. You have a good night and give that little baby a whole bunch of love streaming, okay?
Oh, I sure will. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, bye. Good night, Tiffany. Good night, chat.
My girl. You know, Corey's a good
You feeling
person.
better?
Really good person.
Do you feel any better that you got some things off your chest?
Well, honestly, I didn't really want to talk, but I figured I'd put a little bit out there. That way, you know, if people want to hear from me, they could. I wasn't firing up a live. Like everybody keeps saying, "You're going live, you're going live, you're going live." Like, I mean, I'm in bed. I wasn't really in the mood for a live, you know. But I'll be live within the next couple days.
Okay, I'll be there. You know, it's never good to go live when you're angry. No, I've done it. I've done live on before.
And I
When I
also,
was angry, when I was hurt,
yeah,
it got me nowhere. You know, so
yep.
You go live when you're ready to go live. That's
right. And I said I'll go live on my own time. Like I'll go live on my own terms. I have some shit that I need to do. Like, no, I'm not looking to fuck around and play games. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I don't have time for games. I don't have energy for games. I have enough to do, you know, during my day and my own life. I really do. Like, I'm not just saying that. We all have real lives. We all have our own lives. I have a lot of other things I need to take care of as well. And if I'm going to go live and discuss things, then everything needs to be in order so that I can explain it. And I don't really have time at the moment to do that for, you know, get all that shit together and have it all out on, you know, a live. I'm not ready to do that right now. I'm just not. I haven't really sat down to do that because every day is another shit show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So this is the thing. The last time I went live, I ended it and I said I was never discussing it again. I really plan to never discuss it again. Like I was serious and I said that I was serious about that. But so now what? Like I'm just supposed to fucking disappear, right? Because somebody else wants me to? No.
Yeah. Ozzy Vic wants to know when you go live, is she allowed to be in your live?
Yes, Ozzy Vic, of course. You don't even need to ask. No one's blocked in my chat. No one's ever been blocked. I always, even if like my mom
has always told me, she's told me, you know, through this breakup of friendship, she's always said that people are, you know, are welcome in her lives. You know, it's
anybody who wants to come in my lives is welcome to come in. I'm not gonna run it any different than I did before. And at the end of my lives, if someone gets blocked, I unblock them anyways. So it's always open. Like it's always been open anyways, you know, but I would never throw anybody out of my chat because they had like a different, I'm open to talking to people. You know what I mean? Like if they have questions or whatever and they want to ask, even if I don't agree with them, I have comments on my under all my videos and I have on my community posts. I don't delete or censor people. I leave them there. I don't delete anything either. Like that's another thing. But Ozzy, I've never had any personal issues with you. I think we had words like a long time ago, maybe when you were a mod for Laura, I think. I'm not even sure, but yeah, you're welcome to come in anytime.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't said anybody's not welcome, you know.
Gee, GoFundMe. Damn. Ozzy's getting trolled hard, huh?
Huh? Yeah.
Ozzy's getting trolled really hard.
Yeah.
He's
getting trolled in a lot of chats, and it's just like, wow.
Good night, Doll Factory.
That's what happens though when somebody doesn't like you. You're gonna get 10 plus troll accounts about you. You know.
Listen, that's another thing. When was it? I'm trying to remember. The other night. Shit, what was it? Somebody texted me and said that I was being accused of trolling myself in my comments. So I took a screen recording of my actual accounts on YouTube. Like, you know, where you go to switch to your other account if you have more than one, it'll say switch accounts. I went and took a screen recording. I have, and I'm going to explain, I have this my main account. I have my Sassafras account. Then I have my XO T Marie account and 2 other Tiffany Marie accounts. That's all I have. I'm not trolling anywhere. I'm not running around YouTube and trolling. I do not even have time at dealing with enough fucking bullshit than to be even playing around with troll accounts. But anyways, it's bullshit.
Yeah. I'm not saying you've been in chats before and you get blocked on your main account, so you come in under your Sassafras account.
If I'm going to say something, believe me, it's going to be under my own name because I haven't been anywhere. If I want to say something, I'm not going to be under a troll account.
Right.
Just to get that out there, believe it or don't, but that's coming from me, and that's what I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's me too. If I want to say something, I have my panel to do it. I'll be under, I'm under the city account. Just stop with the mean troll accounts. Why?
I agree.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Because Heidi, nothing's ever going to change here.
Right.
There's nothing that's ever going to change.
It's only going to get worse. I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you think you cross one hurdle and then bam, here's another one. And it's like it's just never ending. It'll never end. This is what people do on YouTube. They tear each other down. When the person's already down, they just go harder and harder and harder. So
it's probably not going to get any better, and I really don't care. Either way, I've been affected by all of this, so there's no difference.
Yeah.
But Laura's running the show, so people need to start thinking for themselves. That's all I know. This whole place is gonna fucking burn in flames. Is what's gonna happen.
Nanny, vagina lives matter.
What'd you say?
So Nanny, vagina lives matter because I guess she's referencing that dumb troll account.
There's too many troll accounts in here. It's like Troll Central.
Ozzy rolling the doobie as we speak. Pass, Ozzy.
Nice. Light them if you got them.
Yeah. I think I got to lights, Marlboro Lights.
Oh shit. You need to get something better than just Marlboro Lights, Heidi.
Yeah. I used to like my cousin. She's a big pothead, but before I had kids, yes, I was a pothead. But even after my kids, like when we were around each other, I would take a hit or two off of it. But that's about it. But I haven't done that in years. And I don't look down on anybody that does it because I know pot helps with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I'm very pro cannabis. Very pro cannabis.
I wish they would legalize it here.
I hope that they do. I hope that they will.
Yeah.
It should
be. I have CBD. I do that. But
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Because even with my fibromyalgia medication, that just takes off the edge. It doesn't. Yep. When I do CBD, it helps. It just helps me like with the comfort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Wendy. Good. Heidi, when are you going to start your new thing that you're doing with your channel?
October the 15th is going to
kick off. The 15th of October. And what are you going to be doing? Are you not saying?
I'm doing true crime, covering missing persons, trials, and cooking shows.
Good.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous though, Tiffany, because people are here in this community. They go after anything. So I'm kind of nervous because my little granddaughter, she's done it for a while now. She pulls her chair into the kitchen and she does it with her mama because me and her mommy and daddy take turns on cooking. So, but she always pulls her chair in the kitchen and she watches, so I'm kind of worried about her. My mother's going to be joining me sometimes on shows. And look, I put our community posts out. I don't mind if people use our family recipes. I don't mind that at all. But you're not going to use my content to make fun of my family. That will not happen.
Right. Oh, that's why, there's community guidelines. And
because I tell you, if my clips are used, I don't give a shit. Call me, you call me a snitch. I will strike you. That's one thing that I stand firm on is you do not come for any member of my family.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck, Heidi, with that. And I'll definitely be here for that. I'm excited for you. And I'm glad because not a lot of people have turned around their channels.
I'm sure I will do lives to talk about things too, just one on the community. But, I'm done with me firing up lives in that moment. What I'm saying? I'll go live to talk about things and how I feel, but I'm done with the toxic drama. I'm just done with it.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. And
me and my family, we'll be putting ourselves out there. So, I really hope people just don't take that and be cruel and mean and make troll accounts. But I'm sure they will.
They probably will. Just ignore it. Yeah, just ignore it. These people need to seriously just do something, focus on whatever. And if they're going to troll you, they're going to troll you. Let them. I mean, there's really nothing you can do. It's going to happen anyways. Whether you were doing that or the same thing you've been doing, it's not like it wouldn't happen anyways. There's no difference really. They're going to do what they're going to do. And the only way you would have avoided that is if you would have started fresh on a channel with no subs and grew it organically.
Yeah.
You would have to start over in a completely different community and basically build your channel off hashtags and titles and stuff like that, which you could actually do probably with no problem, especially if you're going to be doing cooking channel and stuff like that. So
I ordered a ring light because a close friend she subs my channel and everything, but she's a real life freak, but she was telling me that with the lighting I probably need to order a ring light. So I've done that and I've already gotten it. I know that and it's a learning process with edits and everything, and I'm teaching myself. She's helping me in the background, so it's like we're teaching one another. So it's just everything. I'll put it this way: everything is not going to be perfect when I kick this off on October 15th. It's not going to be perfect. It's just not. I'm not a perfect person, so it's definitely not perfect.
You have to start over. You're doing something different. You're going to do great at it. I know you are.
Thank you. Well, true crime is my passion. I mean, And, since the Chris Watts, that case broke me when it comes to children, well, probably, because there's some children out there that really are not getting coverage, and I want to bring that to light. I want to make sure that they're getting the coverage that they need to actually find them or find them and find the person that murdered them. So it's going to be tough for covering the children. It is. It's going to be tough.
I'll be here for it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
For sure. And I'll share it out too.
Well, thank you. My daughter told me this evening that Netflix documentary about the Watts is on Netflix is starting tomorrow. I don't know if
yes, I know. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna get lost in some. Actually, there's a couple things I want to watch on Netflix coming up. But
I saw a video the other day somebody shared about Shannon Watts and the children, and I shared it on my community post. But man, even to this day, I watched that video and I was just bawling like a baby. It's like that case just really that tore me up.
I know.
But I hope you feel somewhat better. I know you're still going through just this whole.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty fed up within the last week, so my patience is running out for sure. But hey, whatever, just going with the flow. I gotta handle some things, but yeah, it is what it is. I think everybody kind of knows what to expect from Laura, and I hope that Laura knows what she's gonna have to expect from me in return, and that'll go for anybody, really. It's fucked up. Some fucked up shit going on, dirty things happening, and I'm not changing. I am who I am. I'm still me,
Yeah, no, exactly.
So I appreciate you sending me a link, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get up here. I was over in Corey's for a little while, and I was chatting with her in her stream, and then towards like the very end of hers, I came over. So I thank you, and
you're welcome. You'll probably see me here, being up to because my husband got a huge promotion at work today, huge. So he's going from first to third shift. So I know I'm going to also be in that transition of he's not here at night. So, but
Pixie, hey.
But I'm going to take that time, until I get used to it, to do my research on the cases that I want to cover next month. So I have.
I think you're going to do really good. I do. I really think you are. I don't think you should be nervous at all to do it. I'm excited for you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm proud of you that you're taking the initiative to take your channel in a different direction.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I just because my channel. I mean, I did when I created my channel. Yes, I was going to. That was one of my first initiatives was to cover true crime, and then of course I got into the drama, and I did all that. So
we all dipped our feet in the drama, and I think it spiraled out of control. I know it did.
It's toxic drama, and when it becomes toxic the way it is now, I have to take myself out of that situation. When it's so toxic, I just can't. I can't deal with all the hate.
Well, it's stressful. It's really stressful. It puts a lot of stress on you. Yes. It can put the most ridiculous amount of stress on anybody. Yes. So you have to
realize it affects you. It affects you. So,
absolutely.
And while people think this is funny, because you have people in chats that thinks the horrible things that said is funny. How is it funny? That's what's disgusting. How is this funny? It's not funny.
It's funny. Someone's going to end up killing themselves is what's going to happen. Someone really is killing themselves. When is enough enough? And when are people going to start to really wake up? I mean, I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't. And with as many people disappeared, has everybody checked on their friends and is everybody okay? Because it's really important. We're not losing track of people. And seriously.
Yeah.
I really do hope that everybody from this community is intact and okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's sad because I have noticed people that was once in chats. I don't see them anymore in chats. And it's like, man. And I don't know how to get a hold of these people, I know. I hope we're okay.
Some of them too, I think, have changed their names and
very well possible. Very well possible.
But I'm gonna go, Heidi, and I'll talk to you soon. And maybe I don't know if you ever cover true crime that maybe I'm into something. I'll come up with you sometime.
That'd be great. That will be great.
If you let me.
Oh, of course. You're always welcome. Of course. All right. Thank you for coming on. I love you.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, okay?
You take care of yourself too, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
I'll be in touch with you. All right, Heidi.
I'll get ready to end anyway because I realize it's something to talk.
I know. I just noticed too. You sleep well.
Time flies when you feel up. You too. Sweet dreams.
I know it does. I know. All right. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to my mods. Y'all are fast on it.